welcome to my video. This is the Eclectic Male Witch. Tonight, guys, I'm going to show you how to defend yourself magically. This spell right here is a Return to Sender spell, and it is only to be used in an absolutely last resort. We do not target people, we don't go after people, we don't do things needlessly. This spell is going to be called Return to Sender. It's going to be Return to Sender spell just for self-defense. Like, I don't even know exactly what the name of the title is going to be honest with you yet, guys. I know it's going to be a lemon because I'm using a lemon. Return to Sender. And it's as a last defensive magic as a last resort. That's probably what I'm going to call it. Alright. And I mean a last resort. Like, guys, like, I can give you some examples before we do this. Like, say for instance, there's people that are constantly coming at you, they're constantly doing things to hurt you emotionally, or even physically. You need to get away from the situation. But like, they're leaving. Like, for instance, like, after trying over and over and over again, like, people like continue to reject you. You're about ready to have a complete breakdown. I mean a real breakdown, like where you're gonna lose your mental health. You've got to defend yourself from that happening. You can't allow yourself to be, your mind to be consumed and completely taken over and then basically lose your mind. You've got to be able to, you're gonna have to send the energy back to the people that gave it to you. You have no other choice. With this particular spell, I'm not mentioning any names. I took this from another spell, but I modified it a little bit. Now, you can mention names in this spell because you are defending yourself. I have never used it, and I don't plan on it. I don't have any need to. But I wanted to show you guys how to protect yourself. And like last night, we talked about unconditional love and unconditional acceptance, and that still applies. That hasn't changed. This is self-defense. You still love the people, but you're doing this to protect yourself, your family, people like that are actually being attacked. And there's no other recourse. This is it. This is your final option, guys. What'll happen when you do this spell? It'll send the energy, the same energy they gave you. We're not multiplying it. We're not hexing anybody. This isn't even close to what this is about. We're sending the energy back to them. They're gonna feel it, and several things could happen. One of them could be the same exact thing they did to you could come back to them. Basically, you're just kind of pushing karma along. Even though karma takes care of itself, this is a situation, like I said, where you're actually going to lose your mental health, and you got to do something to prevent that from happening. You have a right to defend yourself, guys. But you don't have a right to hex people. You don't have a right to get revenge. You have a right to defend yourself. I was hesitant to even show you this, but I figured, since I believe in defensive magic, everybody has a right to know this. So, alright, remember, guys, that's a disclaimer. And if you try doing something like this on somebody and they don't deserve it, it's going to come back to you. It's going to bite you really hard. So don't do it. This is a last resort. Like I said, people are ganging up on you. They won't leave you alone. And you just can't take it anymore, guys. You get to the point where you can't. You're being severely rejected and hurt by people. It's acceptable for things like that, but not to get even with somebody, like when they do something wrong to you, or this is after continuous, like, when they continue just to do things to you that you just have no recourse. Alright, guys, so what we have for this spell, I got a lemon. I'm using the lemon as a return because the lemon is acidic, and it'll push that back. That corrosive energy they sent to you will be sent back to them. A petition. Himalayan pink salt to protect yourself. A black candle to make sure the spell goes through, make it a little stronger so it will work. Also for protection. And I carved something in there. Return, what does this say? It's different than my petition. I actually carved this a little while ago when I was getting it ready. Return negativity to sender. It is out of my hands. I didn't sign my name or nothing because I'm not really doing this spell, guys, so just to let you guys know that. So I have no need to. Cloves to make it a little stronger and successful. Clove oil for the same thing. lemon juice just to make it so you put this in there, it makes it a little stronger. It makes it so more guaranteed to actually work like it's supposed to. Pepper is another thing to make it stronger. Now some people start adding all these other hot things. Now I'm not going to do that, guys. This is purely defensive. Some people like abuse this and they'll use it for like nefarious reasons. I am not going to do that. Florida water, that's to cleanse my can before I use it. Like I said, clove oil, I'll be using that to dress the candle and also put a little bit in the lemon. So guys, let's get started on this. The first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take my candle, take my Florida water, I'm going to simply cleanse. Because we don't want any energy on there that's going to interfere with this. So we're going to cleanse the candle. And guys, I can't stress this enough. This is only as a last resort. If you do this to somebody and they don't deserve it, I'm telling you guys, you're going to pay for it. So don't do it. The universe isn't going to allow you to get away with doing things to hurt people. Even if it did work, you're not going to get away with it. Karma will balance itself out. So, all right, that's all cleansed. I'm not putting the clove oil on it yet. I wanted to get that part done though. So, all right. So what we're doing now, I'm gonna cut the lemon, not all the way, just down as far as I can without completely busting it, just like that. All right. I'm going to tell you what the petition says, all right? I didn't mention any names on here because I'm not targeting anybody specifically. I'm just showing you how to do this, all right? The pain you caused is now your own. Justice is here. I'm not alone. I now return karma back equally. So mote it be. Remember it says equally, guys? You're not three-folding anybody. You're not ten-folding anybody. You're sending the energy back you can't bear anymore. If it's several people, it's going to be evened out, and they're going to get back what they gave to you. It's not going to make them go as far as, like I said, if you're starting to lose your mind, it's not going to do that to them, but it's definitely going to make them, they're going to feel it, and they're going to feel that what they did to you back to them. And in the end, they might even come and apologize to you, and even accept you in whatever they did to you. If they rejected you like severely to the point where over and over again, guys, or if they did something like that basically cause you severe, like they did some emotional damage to you by like picking on you constantly, or and just after over and over again, you just can't take it anymore, guys. So, all right. So now, first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna anoint this petition here. We're in a waning moon. It's best to do this spell in a waning moon, but in emergency, I'm pretty sure it'd be okay to do it in a waxing moon too. So, okay. The pain you caused is now your own. Justice is here. I'm not alone. I now return karma back equally. So mote it be. You fold this away from you guys, not towards you, okay? If you can see this, the pain you caused is now your own. Justice is here. I'm not alone. I now return karma back equally. So mote it be. Like I said, guys, if this is really happening in a real life situation, you can mention names on there. Be careful though. Like I said, make sure you do not do this in anger, because you don't want it turning into something ugly. This is purely self-defense, and that's it. All right, so now we open the lemon up. We're going to stick this inside the lemon, okay? And we're going to speak our intentions again. The pain you caused is now your own. Justice is here. I'm not alone. I now return karma back equally. So mote it be. Okay, the petition's in there, guys. First thing you want to do to protect yourself, you want to add some pink Himalayan salt inside the lemon. Okay, I'm going to show you what to do. The pain you caused is now your own. Justice is here. I'm not alone. I now return karma back equally. So mote it be. So now that's in there. That's going to protect you. Alright? Take 3 cloves. Just 3. Alright, 3 cloves. What you do, you stick it inside the lemon on this side, one right here. I'm just going to put one on one side and 2 on the other, okay? See if you can see that. The pain you caused is now your own. Justice is here. I'm not alone. See how I stuck that right in the actual flesh of the lemon? I now return karma back equally. So mote it be. Same thing on the other side with 2 of them. The pain you caused is now your own. Justice is here. I'm not alone. I now return karma back equally. So mote it be. So you can see, guys, it's in there. Alright? Do this with a pure heart. Like I said, don't do this in anger, guys. This isn't about revenge. It's about defending yourself. So, a little black pepper. Just a little bit. The pain you caused is now your own. Justice is here. I'm not alone. I return karma back equally. So mote it be. Alright, guys, one more ingredient inside the actual, well, 2 more actually. Lemon juice. Alright? The pain you caused is now your own. Justice is here. I'm not alone. I now return karma back equally. So mote it be. Now a little bit of clove oil. The pain you caused is now your own. Justice is here. I'm not alone. I now return karma back equally. So mote it be. Guys, I gotta grab a napkin because I got a little bit on the outside here and a little bit on here. It poured out more than I wanted to, so. Alright, now I gotta cleanse my hands. That clove oil smells good. It smells like cinnamon, but it's real strong. So, I don't know if you guys like cloves, if you ever use them in recipes or anything, but I think they're a good ingredient. I actually had some old-fashioned clove gum that I had about a week ago. I found it at a local gas station. It was like one of those retro gum things, and it really freshens your breath, and it's like cinnamon, but better, you know? If you guys have never tried it, I would definitely recommend it. Alright, now that that's taken care of, I'm going to take my black candle. I'm going to anoint that with clove oil. Just a little bit. This comes pouring out, so I've got to be careful. Already got some in my hand without hardly even pouring it. There we go. Okay. The pain you caused is now your own. Justice is here. I'm not alone. I now return karma back equally. So mote it be. Once again, guys, I gotta cleanse my hands. And I really hope, guys, you never have to use this. But I want to be able to give you the resources and the way to be able to do it in case you absolutely have to. I won't take responsibility, guys, if somebody uses this nefariously. Because I've warned you guys not to. And I think most of my viewers are pretty responsible. So I don't think we have too much to worry about. So. Alright, now you take the candle. First thing you're going to do, you're actually going to light it first, because you're going to put some of the black candle wax right inside the lemon, alright? Then you're going to tip it, and then you're going to put it in like that. I'll show you, alright. Be careful not to get it all over. Just, alright. Hold it in your hand. Hold it open a little bit, okay? Let it burn for a minute. Just going to put a little bit inside the lemon to seal it, alright? Just start dripping in a second. There we go. The pain you caused is now your own. Justice is here. I'm not alone. I return karma back to you equally. So mote it be. Just a few drops, guys. Now I'm going to drop it at the bottom of this. That way I can seal the candle in there, alright? I want that to stay. I hope that's good enough. If that's you know what? I'm gonna have to do it this way. I was hoping I could just use the candle for. Alright. Hold that for a minute. Okay. That's in there now. Now I got a Dragon's Blood incense. Dragon's Blood removes negative energy, but it keeps positive around. We don't want to use something that's gonna backfire this. We want to use the right incense for it. So I'm gonna light my Dragon's Blood. Like I said, I got part of the spell from another spell, but I didn't mention names. I'm not actually really doing it in a sense because I don't really have any reason to, but I'm demonstrating it for you guys. Alright? Okay. This is the waning moon, so I'm going to do it I'm going to go counterclockwise around this and the candle, alright? Guys, you make sure you're not angry when you do this. I'm telling you, your intentions are everything. If you send anger out, you might end up hexing the person or doing something more damage to hurt the person. We're not trying to hurt anybody. We're trying to send that energy back to relieve your pain that was caused to you in an extreme situation where it's a last resort. This is it. I can't stress this enough. I won't stress it enough because, guys, you know how I feel. I'm about love and light. I don't even like doing this, but I want you guys to be equipped to be able to defend yourselves, alright? Alright. The pain you caused is now your own. Justice is here. I'm not alone. I now return karma back equally. So mote it be. Hold this up too. The pain you caused is now your own. Justice is here. I'm not alone. I return karma back equally. So mote it be. The pain you caused is now your own. Justice is here. I'm not alone. I now return karma back equally. So mote it be. And guys, I can get as passionate as I want because, like I said, I didn't target I'm not thinking anybody in my head. I didn't write any names down. I'm just doing this to demonstrate it to you, okay? The pain you caused is now your own. Justice is here. I'm not alone. I now return karma back equally. So mote it be. The pain you caused is now your own. Justice is here. I'm not alone. I now return karma back equally. So mote it be. The pain you caused is now your own. Justice is here. I'm not alone. I now return karma back equally. So mote it be. You notice I clap 3 times to make it more intense energy because it's defensive magic, guys. Alright. So what I would do is I would continue to do this. I would continue to, if I was really doing it, I would just continue to do it more and more. Eventually, the candle melted down, what I would do. See, I got this little camouflage thing here. I didn't get it to camouflage it. I just did it to, as an example. You can use pretty much any color cloth, really. But so now what you do, you take 2 corners of this, just like that. You take the other corners, you wrap it up in a cloth. You twist it. I'll leave this candle here. You take a string, See if I can get this here. I've never done this, so I have wrapped things in cloths, but this is a little different, guys. So I'm going to take one end that's a little bit longer. I'm going to wrap that one end around at once, like this. Set it on the side. I'm going to tie it 3 times and speak my intentions, alright? The pain you caused is now your own. Can you see that? Justice is here. I'm not alone. I now return karma back equally. So mote it be. There we go. That's all tied up just like that. Now, I have scissors. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna end up cutting it so it strings down like that. What you do with this, guys? You take it, bury it in the ground. Don't bury it right next to your house, because this is a baneful magic. It's not a hex, like I said, but you don't want it right next to your home. If you're going to bury it in your yard, get it as far out away from your house as possible, alright? Because you don't want negative energy kicking back to you. And it's not negative energy you're sending out anyway, but it does build up some negative energy because it is a return to sender spell, guys. So you want to make sure you're careful about that. Now, if I was really doing this spell, I would have left the lemon out. I'd let the candle continue to burn down. And then I would actually have added the candle wax inside here. But I'm not doing all that because this isn't a real spell. I'm not even going to bury this because I did it just to show you. And this isn't, I'm not doing this to anybody or anything. So this is just a demonstration. But if you're really doing it, once the wax burns down, put the wax inside the bag. Probably, I would prefer it right inside the lemon itself. Tie it up. Repeat what I told you. Like, do it 3 times. Take this, either bury it in your yard. I would say your backyard, as far away from your house as you can, or take it somewhere else and bury it. Not on someone's private property. Don't take it on somebody's property that you're returning to sender to spell. You have no right just to go on someone's property and do that. Bury it somewhere else if you have to. But don't bury it on one of the person's properties that you're targeting. That's what people do when they hex people. They go and they'll bury it right on their property and try to cause them pain. This isn't what we're doing. We're turning the energy back to them that they gave to us, guys. So, and it's a last resort. I cannot stress this enough. It is a last resort. People are constantly picking on you. You're going to have a nervous breakdown. You've tried over and over and over and over and over. People are rejecting you, like a group of people. And you're in so much pain that you can't, because rejection's one of those painful things, guys. You have to send that back, and it could end up causing their, I don't know, karma will decide itself what actually happens, but it's going to be equal. Maybe what'll happen is the group will break up. This is just an example. We're not going to wish these intentions on people, but don't speak this stuff, because let it take care of itself. Let the universe take care of it. You just give it back and let it. I'm just giving you some examples of what might happen. The friendships might break up, or they might feel the pain from what they did to you, and they'll end up coming and they'll apologize and they'll invite you to come along. Or if it's people that are picking on you, they'll stop picking on you. They'll stop harassing your family, and then they'll start feeling it back themselves, and they realize, well, we shouldn't be doing this because this is how it feels, and I don't want to feel like this. Either way, they're going to feel it, guys. They're going to know what they did was wrong. It's going to go back to them. So, like I said, I've never had to do this, and I really hope I don't. I have never been in a situation, even to begin with, where I thought I was going to get to the point where I actually had to do something like this. So, alright, guys, well, that's the return to sender spell that I wanted to show you guys, and I hope you get something out of it, and only use it as a last resort. I'm telling you, only use it if you absolutely have to, guys, because you don't want the consequences of trying to harm somebody. This isn't about harm. You don't want to deal with the karma from that, guys. If you're having a good life, it's gonna mess you up. It's gonna come back to bite you. So don't do that. Remember, we believe in unconditional acceptance, unconditional love. And that's what this channel is all about. That's what I'm teaching. This is only if there is no option left. You've done everything else possible. Nothing else is working, or this is your very last option, guys. And other people would say, well, hex, no, no. We don't, we do no harm. I do no harm. I cannot tell other practitioners what to do, but I'm going to recommend you don't. Why do you want to spread hate around when you can spread love? We shouldn't be spreading hate. We should be spreading loving energy. Even this is loving in a sense because you're just saying, hey, no, you can't do this to me. This is going back to you now. You can't harm me. You must love and you got to unconditionally love and accept me. You can't do this to me. So here you go. Thank you, but I'm giving this back to you now. That's basically what this really is all about. All right, guys, remember. Everyone has worth, value, beauty, and needs to be loved. Everyone has worth, value, beauty, and deserves to be loved, deserves friendship, unconditional love, unconditional acceptance, unconditional respect. And this is about respect, guys. So, alright, guys, if you want to help out with my supplies, I really would appreciate it very much. My Cash App is $Eclectic81. That's $ECLECTIC81. You can send me an email if you got a suggestion. You want me to try to help you with something or just want to say hi. It's also my PayPal address if you want another way to donate. It's eclecticmalewitch@gmail.com. eclecticmalewitch@gmail.com. Remember, guys, the new moon's coming up on Wednesday, and we're going to be going back into the waxing phase. It seems like this whole waning moon went by so fast. And it's already halfway between the new moon, the full moon again already. And I remember the last full moon I put my stuff outside, and it's already going to be halfway there already. It doesn't seem possible, so. Alright, guys, please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and click the bell notification icon to be updated my latest video. Thank you for watching my video. This is the Eclectic Male Witch. Blessed be.